Hello.
Assalamu alaikum.
Buongiorno.
Hola.
Maido. Bonjour.
Sawadee.
안녕하세요.
Ni hao. Buna.
konnichiwa.
Osaka.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Study Abroad Diaries Tales Beyond the Textbooks. My name is Natalie, and I'll be your host for today. Food culture is very different and vast in each country. So, without further ado, we have some students here who studied abroad in different countries and some who are exchange students as well. So, let's go meet them. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Kiwi. I am a math major and I recently studied abroad to Japan.
Hi, I'm Melissa. I am a health services administration major and I did a summer study abroad in Barcelona.
Hi, I'm Maryam. I'm an exchange student from Germany, and my major is management and English linguistics.
Wow, yes. So let's just get right into it, right? So can you tell us a little bit about like your country and how the food is there in general?
So I went to Barcelona, this is in Spain, of course, and the food I mean, I'll start off with the country, absolutely stunning.
Mhm.
It's like one of the most beautiful places I've been to ever, and I did travel around to like 4 other places while I was there. So out of all of the places I went to in Europe, it was definitely my favorite so far. In terms of the food, I would say they definitely have a wide variety of things. They have obviously their typical dishes, but I found myself like always leaning towards just other things that you wouldn't normally think were typical Spanish dishes.
Yeah.
But in general, I think it was just all it was really good. And like the quality of the food I found to be amazing. So definitely my favorite part.
So in Japan, well, basically my program was a food and culture. So it mostly highlighted traditional dishes, and it was quite interesting because it's not something that I'm used to. I'm very Hispanic, so I'm used to my Latin dishes.
Yeah.
And this program basically is like coming with an open mind. Like you're supposed to try new things and be very like honest, but in a sense also respectful.
Yeah.
And while being there, I learned different like mannerisms, especially when it came to like the dishes. But like the majority was amazing actually. And my surprise is not like how we see it in the animations, but it's like you're really there. You get to experience something that you wanted to always try. You get to like actually get a bite out of it. So it was pretty good.
So when I first came here, I was a bit shocked by the prices of groceries, to be honest, because groceries in Europe, like or in general, like in Germany, are so like it's not comparable actually. My first like grocery shopping, I was shocked at the price, to be honest. So and I have to add, I'm not sure if that's something I just experienced, but like I thought like the food was not as nutritious as it is back home.
I've heard, yeah.
Because I kept eating and eating. I usually do not eat that much, for real. Because in Germany, I typically do have 2 meals a day. I'm like, I don't do breakfast. I usually have like a breakfast, lunch type of thing, and then I eat like dinner. Here, oh my God, I kept like snacking on stuff,
Yes.
and I didn't get the feeling of being full. I don't know if it was just me or like the travel and stuff, but like I felt like the food was not as nutritious, and I was not like eating out that much. I was like cooking at home, so it was really interesting in that type of sense. Compared to Germany, Germany is quite like a multicultural place. We have a lot of like immigration due to our history. So I'm ethnically Turkish. I'm used to like our Turkish cuisine, and it's like there are not as many Turkish people here as they are in Germany.
Yeah.
So, but I really like that you guys have different cuisines here, which are like considered quite normal, which are quite like, not normal in Germany. So I really like that, to be honest.
Yes, yes. And I do like that New York in general has like so many different varieties. But I have heard that the food, especially like the meat here, is not as good as Germany. And I was like, wow, now I'm like so curious to try the meat over there because like they be hyping it up. And I'm like, wait, look here.
Like it's interesting that you said that that the food here you find that you eat more here than you do. For me, it's the opposite. I feel that the food that I eat here, I eat a lot less of it in quantity. But when I was over there, I would go to this pizza shop after class a lot of the time, and I could eat. It was like an entire like 8-piece pie. I can eat the entirety of that and not feel sick. I don't feel sick afterwards. I will eat maybe 2, max 3 slices here, and it's like I need to be put on a bed somewhere. I need to lay down on a bed somewhere, and it's awful. So I find that it was a lot different for me.
Oh no, I get what you mean. I mean, I kept eating in Tupperware. I didn't get this feeling of getting full, and like I've like the food quality. I do have to admit here is not the best because I eat and then I can go to sleep. Like I could take a nap for 3 hours after eating here, which I don't typically do in Germany.
Yeah.
But like, it didn't give me like this nutritious feeling of okay, you ate something nutritious today. You know, that's what I meant. But like compared to Germany, I think oh my gosh, your bread here. I had them like I was shocked by your bread.
Really?
Yeah, because that is not bread. I don't consider your bread. What? No, for real. In Germany, we're really big on bread. We have every type of bread you can imagine for real. Yeah, or bakeries like bread we can do. Here, This is not bread. I'm sorry. I know what you put in your bread, but no. I don't know. Like, oh my god, yeah, there's a lot of sugar in your bread as well. Also, like your toast, you squish it and it goes back.
Yeah.
Bread is not supposed to do that. I'm so sorry.
No, honestly, you've got a point. I'm a little concerned actually right now.
Like, especially because of the comparisons and differences that you're making about America and Germany, it is quite like, for me, I didn't know that. I'm like, bread is bread, but that is not bread. So, just to add on though, for me, it kind of felt similar, but I felt like I was eating more in Japan. Maybe because it was the fact that I knew they cared about what we're putting in our bodies, because they have this spiritual side of things they keep in mind of our health. Like, they care so much about it, and the quantity of the food is to the point. I didn't mention this before, but the program themselves is like a sustainable development goal where you make sure that you're using your food and stuff in a way that you're not like harming the world globally. So they care about the proportions that you're giving yourself, so you're not wasting food, and you're just like finding ways and ideas in order to like make sure that, oh, maybe you're not taking like a lot of this, so then food waste is a very huge thing, especially here in America. It is horrible.
Like, I heard they even make like from what I've heard, they made like bones, like something like out of the bones of the animals or something like that.
Yes, they do not. They use all the resources that they have of the food. So, for example, the fish. Like, I went to a restaurant over there. You get to catch your own fish, right? Live action. They literally say out loud, once you catch the fish, you take a picture with it, and they make sure that however you want it, grilled, fried, or like as a sashimi, they utilize that. And what they did with the head and the extra bones, either they make it into a soup, so you're allowed to like still eat it, or when we went to this other specific restaurant, they used the eel bone, and I think they dried it up to the point where it was like a chip. That was my favorite thing. I don't know why, but it was so odd that I enjoyed it, and I was like, what did they put in this? But yes, they are resourceful. They don't let anything go to waste.
Did you want to say something? Because you look so shocked.
No, it's just a me thing because I don't like fish. Me neither. And that was a problem that I found like when I was in Spain, because like the typical like Spanish dish is paella, which has like what's it, like shellfish, shrimp, those cute
with the caca inside it.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even like attempt to try and eat it because I said no. The smell of it we don't settle. We don't work together. So I never got to try that part of.
Never tried to paella.
I never tried to paella. Also, I had the intention, because my friend had told me about this one restaurant that does paella without seafood. So like they do like different variations. So I guess like not like the most typical way, but it's something that I would have tried. I didn't have time. I really just, because I don't know, like you're over there, or like I was over there, and it was just so much. Like my brain was just full of like, oh, I need to try this place, or I need to go to this place, and then it was just too much at the same time, to the point where I regret it in a sense, because I do wish I could have tried it, but it's okay because it just gives me motivation to go back and try it, so it's fine. But yeah, me and seafood, we're not friends, so I think that definitely did rob me of some of my food experiences over there, but it's okay because the stuff I did try, I did like.
What is the first local dish you tried when you arrived to New York, for example?
Yeah. So my first, it's so typical New York. It was a pizza, slice of pizza. Actually, it was good. Like I did not expect that though. But like I did expect worse, to be honest. It was like good for, like, it was $1.50. I did not expect that much, but like for $1.50, I couldn't complain.
Beauty of New York.
Yeah, I was like so shocked that there was slices for $1.50. I was like, like I'm like, okay, like there has to be a catch to that. It's like, no, $1.50. I'm like, nothing like a traditional Italian pizza, but like, to be honest, it was not bad. And I was like, for the price, it was like, it's not bad. So I said, like, can't complain.
That is true. I would say for me, I mean, I don't know if I guess it counts. So I tried tapas, which is basically just like, it's little snacks. So I don't know if it technically counts as like a dish, but it's like you can choose different snacks to like, eat. And I love, and I will not stop talking. I was literally talking about it this morning to my parents. The ham in Spain.
Oh, yes,
wow. Wow, that changed my life. I think about the baguette I had every single morning. It was with the jamón ibérico. I think it's like, I think it's Iberian ham or something. I don't know. The ham, I would buy it. I would go to the corner store. I would buy it in like packets, and I would just eat it alone with a little bit of cheese on the side. Wine, cheese, ham. That was my dinner. Wow. I would go, I think it was during the first week, my roommate and I, we went to this like restaurant that was like around the corner from where we lived, and we had tapas, and it was the most, the ham, I don't even know how to describe it. It's so good. And also pan con tomate. It's literally just like toast with tomato and like olive oil, salt. It's like the most basic thing you could ever imagine, but it's so good. And again, what you said about the bread, I mean, I've never been to Germany, but like the bread just in Europe in general.
It's so much fun.
Oh my goodness. It was just so, it was like crunchy, and like, I miss it so much, but I would say that was my like favorite part.
Yes. Like I remember that bread every morning. When I went to Spain, I used to eat bread every morning too, with like a hot chocolate or like a cup of orange juice, because the orange juice was really good over there.
They make it fresh. They squeeze it fresh, and that was my breakfast every single morning.
Yeah.
It was in like the metro station. I would like before like leaving the metro station to walk to class, there was like little mini cafes inside the station. So I would stop by the same one every single morning. I would ask for my baguette with the Iberian ham, and I would ask for a cup of orange juice. They freshly squeeze it, and it was all of that. I think for like €6, and my life was just complete. Like that was happiness. That was bliss.
Like $20, $10.
Oh my gosh, I was looking. I'm not kidding. I have it on my laptop, like Spanish markets, to see where I can buy the ham. A little packet of that ham, $30. Because it's like a very special, and it's like also like Spanish, like they make it over there, I think, or it comes from over there. I have no idea, but I don't. It's not like native to the U.S., so like I think it's just expensive to begin with here. But it was like you find it everywhere you look over there. So I'm like, whoa,
Yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily say I count it on the plane because it was my first like local dish. Because they had like their platering, which is the rice, the miso soup, and some sort of protein to go with it.
The Japanese airline?
I did not take the Japan Airlines. I took ANA, I believe. It's a different other airline, but it takes you where we need to go. So maybe the food wasn't like the same from that airline, but that was like the first thing I tried, the miso soup. They had a other salad, but with their like sesame dressing. That was a really interesting combination because I was like, whoa, why is it like sweet but tangy at the same time? And but I'm not gonna lie, like once I arrived, I literally went to the vending machine and got an ice cream from there.
Really? I'm not kidding. Like when I went to Japan, actually, I landed in Osaka. I don't know if you landed in Osaka too.
No. I landed in Tokyo.
Oh, in Tokyo. Okay, weird. But yeah, I landed in Osaka, and like there was like this ice cream machine. I'm like, yo, I've always seen this like in TikToks and stuff like that, like low key. And at the time, I didn't have like much money either, and that was the first thing that I saw. So I'm like, yo, ice cream for breakfast sounds actually really good. And mind you, I was in a plane for 26 hours, and my stomach, and my stomach was hurting so bad that I thought I was gonna die on the plane. But then I'm like, you know what? Time for ice cream.
Oh my goodness. Just to add, it was in the morning as well for me when I arrived.
That's valid though. Like, who's judging?
Yeah, that's so true. But like the machines are like actually like attractive. Like you want to go there. Yeah. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get it. It was like 200 yen. I'm like 200 yen. That's like $1 here. Really? And so like even like after that, I remember taking my first picture with the ice cream because I wanted to like, oh yeah, guys, I'm in Japan now. I'm eating ice cream. And so after that, since my friend and I arrived early, our sensei decided to take us out for breakfast. Finally, some actual breakfast. And I tried a pork katsu, which is a chicken, not chicken, a pork cutlet. It was in a sink. When I say the proportion of that, two men can be like, oh my goodness, I'm full. It was so big. I had to save like half of the half, like all of it basically, and I couldn't eat the entire thing. But it was amazing. And then I had like an iced coffee like on the side. They're like mostly like it was mostly milk, how I like it. Yeah. Because I'm not really like a coffee person, but I just wanted to try it because I'm like literally in Japan. And the restaurant, it was called Komoda. It's like it was recently like introduced there in that hotel that we stayed in, but it's been around for like many decades. And it's just like, it was a small little cafe. It was so cutesy. And like there's like space where you can be like by yourself, like individually, something to consider for us introverts. And I mean, I was with my sensei and my friend, so we were all sitting at a little table. But yeah, it's very comfortable. You get your study space. Like it was just the main thing I used over there in order to survive. But the money is, how do I explain it? It's so cheap, but it goes so quickly.
It's like you spend so much that you realize like, oh shoot, I spent a little too much this week. And it wouldn't be as much as you spend like here, for example, like if you get lunch every day, right? For example, you wouldn't spend as much if you were to buy lunch and breakfast over there every day. Like it just over there is very affordable for Americans. I'm not sure how German like euros are. Euros are actually more expensive, so it'd probably be good for you too. Actually,
pretty expensive, but like at least in my experience, even though it is more expensive, you can still find affordable things or more affordable things. Like you just reminded me of this thing that they do. I don't know if they do it in like other European countries, but I know they do it at least in Barcelona. It's called menú del día, which is you go to like any restaurant and for lunch, because like they have like the siesta at 12 whatever. Yeah, okay, but they at like around 12 whatever for lunch they have a menú del día, which is different restaurants, and they'll put out every single day like different combinations of like a full course meal. So they'll like detail, oh, we have like these 3 options for the starter, these 3 options for the main course, these 3 options for dessert, and you can choose. And then all of that together, it'll be, I think it was the very first restaurant or the second restaurant I went to with my roommate. We did that. We went to this restaurant, ate like a 3 course whatever. And I think total we only paid €12.
Which is how much in dollars?
It'd be around like $15. And that's like wine included and a 3-course meal, dessert and everything.
That would be like
for $15? Are you kidding? Like you don't see that anywhere here. Like, and a full course meal here will easily, like for one person, it will easily be like $40, $50, $60, like to get like drinks and everything. But it was so cheap. I was like, oh my god, this alone is convincing me to move here, because €12 for an entire meal, and the food was good. Like I can't complain about it. So for me, that was like one of the best parts of the entire thing.
So yeah, so I know that like I don't know if we have that in Germany, but like food generally is really affordable. I would say there are cheap options. You could for lunch. So when we were in the university back home, if we could go to the school cafeteria, like which is okay. I don't want to speak bad with it, but like it's okay, I guess. They have different options though. I have to give them that. Like they do try to make it really diverse. They have vegan, vegetarian, like meat options. Like it's really nice. They try their best, but it's not always like seasoned the best, to be honest. But if you wanted to like go out they in this we like that's what you don't have here, and that's really hard for me actually. In the supermarkets, we mostly have like an aisle where there's like a fresh bakery. It's not like
Yeah, we kind of have that, but not really.
not like they bake the stuff in the supermarket, so they do that like regularly. It's not like the best quality of food and bread you can get, but like it's for a like small price, and it's really good. So you can get like different kind of like pretzel, like those big pretzels, or like Laugenstange. It's like different stuff, and you get a dip aside, and you pay.
You have a dip? Okay, that's different. That's different.
You know, it's like you pay like I don't know, not even like €10 for like snacks and stuff to get you like through lunch. You know, and that's why I'm struggling.
No, that's so true.
So yeah, but like I think food generally, it's not like that. Like fast food here is crazy cheap to me.
Yes.
Fast food is crazy cheap here,
Yeah,
but
it
like nutritious food is crazy expensive.
Yes.
Like groceries are expensive. That's what I realized.
On the
That's
fast
a
food,
reason for that.
I did an experiment while I was over there, and I said I'm gonna try, just for comparison's sake, because I thought this would be fun to do. I need to try McDonald's in as many countries as I can to compare and contrast how different it tastes, what the prices are. You know, like a McDonald's, you can get like a $4 meal here, McChicken with fries, $4. Like it's very, very cheap. Oh my god, I went to the McDonald's in Spain. Wanted just to like try it. I was one of the person. Why is a single McChicken €7?
Whoa.
And then like the fries were like another like 3, 4. I paid for
That's
like
like
my
good guy's money.
singular just McChicken and fries. I paid I think like 10, 11. I think I got some more stuff, so it ended up being more. But I paid what you would typically pay for like a Chipotle bowl here.
Or like I say, Five Guys.
Yeah.
Five Guys is expensive. I think
At the McDonald's over there, I wanted to cry. I thought, and in terms of like the actual like quality of, I will say it did taste like chicken. Like it did taste like chicken. Like I'll give them that. It did taste. It tasted like chicken. Like you know, like the ones here that kind of.
They don't really taste
It's a
like
little
chicken.
sus. It did taste. It tasted pretty good over there. But the price, dude, I no. And then
so shocked.
I also, when I went to Dublin, when I went to Ireland, it was like the day that I got in. So out of pure desperation, I just like Uber eated, or the app that they have, or whatever. I ordered McDonald's. Again, so expensive, and it was so bad. It was plain, like it was like the bun, the chicken, and I think like 3 little pieces of lettuce and like the mayo on the side. So dry, just like most of the food over there, and just flavorless, not good whatsoever. I said absolutely not. Why are we? What is this difference? I just thought it was so interesting, but definitely like fast food places. I wouldn't over there. I think it's not. I don't think it's worth it.
Yeah.
Your experiences are like dreadful.
That was funny. I love my like McDonald's over here, unfortunately, but like it's good, it's comforting. And then I was hoping to feel the exact same thing over there. Suddenly, I'm paying €15 for like 3 things, and it's like not as good as I had hoped it would be. So I'm like,
for the price, yeah.
for the price, I was like, oh, this is why this is why people love McDonald's here, but it's like kind of shunned in other places. Like people kind of look bad on it, like, oh, you're eating McDonald's. Ew. No, like no wonder when it tastes like that.
Yeah, like food is good when it's cheap.
My experience was definitely the opposite.
Yeah.
I did want to try all the fast foods that I can, so I Ubered myself McDonald's. Well, actually no, yeah, I did, and it was like around $8 for me to get some Taco Bell, and it was like a whole
Taco
meal.
Bell over there?
Yes, there is, and I ordered Domino's too. But
Domino's.
this was just out of the spite because I wanted to really like see the difference. And the McDonald's I went in person with my group, and when I tell you that a whole meal was like around $3, it was. And the thing I love about it, and I'm pretty sure other countries do this, they make it like they're part of their theme. Seeing
Teriyaki chicken burger.
yeah, that was one, and like there was like this baked potato cheese something, I don't even know, but it was like at least 50 cents, and I got 2 of those. And they just basically make it. They had a curry one, a curry sandwich type thing.
They do.
Yeah, and it was just like wow. And they make it all like they utilize people's interests besides our McDonald's here, because we get like once in a blue moon like a collaboration with like Hello Kitty or something, and they're like on top of all the trends. I wanted to get like a One Piece type of toy over there, but they did not have it at that moment. It was a different type of I think theme. And so just hearing that you guys had to pay so much, I was like so sad about it.
It's just not.
Like fast food, you eat when you go out for the night, or like you have like once in a while, or like it's not typically eaten.
Like an emergency.
Yeah, it's like you're like out like late at night, or you have like for like special, not even special, but like like special occasions where you're not like willing to cook or like you just need some food and it's like just fast, but it's typically not something you would go and it's like, oh, I'm craving McDonald's. Yeah, no, that's not happening. Also because it's so expensive. Like compared, you can go and cook your whole meal for that, like for multiple people for that price. So yeah, that's something. What we do though, I have to admit, or what we did is get like ice cream sundaes. Like those were not like those are like cheap. It's like €1. Like I don't know, they got like pricier. Inflation is a thing in Germany as well, unfortunately. But like yeah, sweets. Like typically that's what we usually got. But other than that, not really. Like we don't eat at McDonald's or Burger King that much. It's like we cook at home.
Right. No, but that's the
Everybody does it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way to do it because that's healthier in general. Like we don't like I don't really buy fast food from here because it's like, well, actually I do. I buy it like every week. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's like after church I'm like, okay, it's time for Wendy's. It's time. But it is very, I would say like it's very convenient. It's very cheap over here, and I wonder there is a reason for that for sure. There's a
One
reason
thing
for
back
that.
to fast food, my last take on that, we have different fast food options though. I don't know if you heard of it, but like doner, like a doner kebab. It's like bread filled with meat shaving. Like they have a huge meat on the skewer and then they shave it down.
Oh, is it
and then,
like a shawarma?
yeah, shawarma. But like yeah, in Germany it's typically like it's a Turkish thingy because like the Turkish immigrants introduced it to Germany. So that's a fast food, and people do like when they go get fast food, I think they also opt for those options, like shawarma, doner, like those type of things. Less than like it's not that popular.
I mean, they're kind of similar here. Like, the halal food over here is cheap too, compared to like McDonald's. Depends on what you get, of course. Depends. Was there a dish over there, like, or over here, that you thought you wouldn't like but ended up loving it?
Okay, so as I mentioned before, the eel bone was very shocking because why am I eating a bone? I literally throw that out when I'm eating fish or something similar to it. Another thing, don't at me, but I never tried curry. And that was absolutely so, I was like dreading in the fact that it was so good that I had to have like at least 3 types of bowls. And I believe in my hotel, they did like an all you can eat every like Fridays, I think. Oh, I might be mistaken by that date. And I was just eating just rice and curry, but like obviously trying other things on the side. But if I can think of anything else, I would say that, takoyaki. It was like the experience of making it myself, but octopus in general was, not in my 2025 platter. So it was not horrible. It was so good. I was like, why am I enjoying this as much as like I thought I wasn't? And the experience of making it was a little bit tiring because I couldn't get it into a ball form because of all like the flour and stuff.
So hard.
And the workers were trying to help us too in our table. It was so embarrassing, but like the ending of trying it, like they mixed it with different things. So it wasn't just octopus itself. But I would never think in a million years the little girl that like took a picture with an octopus in a buffet was going to eat actual octopus. So I like just about the food and culture program made me grow in a way that I never thought I would ever put myself in that position. So I would try anything. I am not a gagger. I am a trier.
As you should, yes. I would say the takoyaki over there is actually very good. It's very fresh. I actually it was my first meal as well. After the ice cream, of course. After the ice cream, I was like, okay, let's actually try some food. And my friend, he bought a takoyaki set. And he's like, you want to try it? And I'm like, yeah, it's okay. Like, it's really hot, too. Because it has, like, hot dough inside of it. And it's, like, kind of, like, watery. So, like, kind of watery. It's, like, creamy, actually. Yeah, and then sometimes they have a octopus inside of it. Sometimes it doesn't. It really depends on where you're going because some places are cheap and don't put octopus inside it. So, yeah.
I would say for me, okay, so I lived in a homestay while I was over there, and crazily enough, it was so interesting. My host family, they were Argentinian, so they weren't even a Spanish family. So my host dad, he loves to cook, like he's the cook, he's the chef of the family, and my host mom, she also cooks, but like not as much, whatever. The point is, the food was really good that they made, and this one day, I think it was like during the first week that we were there, my host mom, she was like, I'm gonna make you something that's called a milanesa. I had no idea what that was. It's basically like a pork or chicken cutlet, but like they do it in like a different way. I don't know, but like I had no idea what it was, and I just kind of like blindly ate it. Wow, it was so good. Like because I had no idea what it was. I'm just like, is it fish? She was like, no, and I was like, okay, I'll try it. If it's not fish, I'll try it. Great, like we're game here. So I tried it, and it was really, really yummy. And the food, like the rest of the food that they made, I will say, again, maybe it's just because I'm Dominican and like we overly season our food, but like. Some things were lacking a bit of flavor in a way, in a sense, like some things were definitely lacking, like I could have done a little more salt, a little more something in there, but just like a pinch of something. But overall, like I never had a bad experience with the food that I ate from them. So yeah,
compared to Germany, Spain is like spicy, No. Yeah. Like, no, I'm not joking. Traditional German food is not spicy. Because like in Germany, I have a German friend, like she's fully German, and my mom, she made like food and we had rice, and like Turkish rice, it's not spicy. It's like because we use rice as a base, so it's not spicy. But she was like, "Oh my god, this is so spicy." I'm like, "What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?" So that's why it was like so shocked when I hear your guys' like stories about Spain.
I think it also has to do with Barcelona is just like the pot, like I would consider Barcelona to be like another form of New York in the sense that it's a lot of people from a lot of different places there. And so I definitely saw a lot, like 2 houses down from where I lived, it was a sushi place. Like, and my friend got sushi from there and she loved it. Like, she thought it was amazing. But like, they have a lot of different food from a lot of different. I spent more time eating like tacos and like Mexican food in Barcelona than I did actually eating.
Was the food there?
Yes, I went to this place. It's called TKO Tacos. €1 tacos, and I got like 4. And you could like, oh my goodness, it was so delicious. And I went there all the time. And it was like, again, I think it's just like the mixture of cultures that they already have there to begin with, where it's like, okay, it makes sense for, I guess, I don't know how it is in Madrid because I never went, but like at least in Barcelona, I saw definitely like a lot of different influences from other places.
That's so nice. I wish I had that experience actually.
Go to Barcelona next time.
So, like typical American food. I had that back home, but like one thing I tried and I did not expect to like it is is like jerk chicken.
Oh,
That was really nice.
really?
Yeah, I didn't expect that because like I don't like whenever like in Germany you hear about like jerk chicken or like jerk anything. It's like, what do you mean with the jerk? Like, what do you put in your chicken, guys? But like having tried it, I still don't know, but it's good. Like it's really nice.
Yeah.
It's like that was really good. Also, I tried cornbread, and me and a friend we tried it together. And she thought it was cake.
Really?
I was like, no, like it's cornbread. She's like, no, this is sweet. This is supposed to be cake. I'm like, no, they said it's bread.
It's supposed to be like complimentary.
Yeah, but like, yeah, that was shocking. But like, it worked with the jerk chicken and stuff,
Yeah,
it worked. But like, and I said bread, no, don't consider your bread, please.
But I do really like the mix between the salty and the like kind of sweet. So I think that's what they were trying to do. So yes, I agree. I love that. Did you guys get to participate in any food related festivals or traditions like here or in like your respective countries?
I wouldn't say it was directly, I guess in a sense, yeah. So there was this one holiday over there called San Juan, and basically it's like everyone goes out, they have block parties. And so everyone takes out tables and they have like an entire just party festival thing on the street. Everyone makes their own food, takes drinks and everything. And we just kind of like just have a grand old time with friends and family and everything. It's like the most like family kind of oriented thing where like on our block, they had a stage like at the very end of the thing where the people were performing. It was a party, like a full party. I would say that was, I guess, food related because people took their own foods and stuff and we all kind of snacked on that. I did have a really awful experience though because I love olives, but I love olives with what's it, the pimento, it's like the little orange thingy inside the olive. I don't like the green olive, yeah, but with like that orange little thingy in it. I don't know what it's called, but that I love those, and so anywhere I can eat an olive, I will eat it. So when I was over there, I just saw like a jar of olives, and I was like, oh yum, let's dig in. And like this little boy, he was like 5, he was like, "Te quieres? Do you want?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course." I ate it, and I'm eating, and I'm like, this tastes a little odd. I'm not tasting the orange little like sour thingy that I typically love in my olives, and I look at it, I eat it, whatever, and then I look at the jar because I'm like, what is this? It was anchovy-filled olives. And again, as someone who hates fish, as someone who cannot be around fish, like the fact that I died, like that, like went into my body, I'm like, oh, no wonder I did not like this. Oh my god, that was traumatizing. I said, absolutely not. I am not touching an olive here for like as long as I can. And I even went to the supermarkets to try and see if like they sold any other. I didn't see any of like my regular green olives. It was all just like fish filled, and I was like, no, absolutely not. So that was just a tad bit traumatizing for me. But other than that, the festival itself, it was great with the food.
She was
lovely little snacks and stuff. We definitely snacked around, but
Yeah, I don't like olives or fish, so the fact that they're both mixed together, it sounds like a nightmare to me. No offense to anybody who loves it. Like whoever loves it, I love that for you.
So unfortunately, the day that I had to leave, that's when the festivals were starting in Japan. I left the 12th, and it was like of July. So it was July is usually like the summer festivals. But I would consider like the collaboration I had with the Japanese students and other classmates when we did onigiri in it.
Rice balls.
Yeah, rice balls. They gave us like different type of options. So we had the salmon on the sides, and there was plums.
Oh yeah,
there were pickled plums.
They're very sour.
They were so sour. The way that like my mouth and everything of my face like just tightened together, I was like, this is not the pickles that I eat back in my house. But yes, I was very excited for the pickles. But their pickles are way different from what I am used to. But yeah, I don't know if you consider that as some sort of like activity or event. Yeah, well, yeah, it was really fun. And like I think like somebody had like 20. But hey, at least they ate my rice ball. I tried to make it as triangular, like soft angle as possible. So it was like an achievement in some way, if that makes sense.
So for me, I live in a like private dormitory, and like there are like multiple people living there. It's like students, like people who work. It's like it's really nice. It's like it feels like to be honest, it feels like we all live together, but everybody has their own room, and we have like a common like shared area upstairs, and it has a big kitchen and a countertop. And so there was, I think it was 2 or 3 weeks ago, there were like because of the UN, there were a few events, and people stayed over there, and it was like a lot going on. It was like food catered each day, so we had like a lot of food left over. And one day they had like breakfast leftovers, like croissants and stuff. And I was like, girls, we got to do like have breakfast the next morning. So what we did is we cut up the croissants and made like a French toast croissant casserole thingy.
That sounds so
Yeah,
good.
we made like pancakes and like eggs and stuff. That's like our small, like we're all not American, but like that's something we did. Yeah, it was actually. I gotta admit that. It was so easy for just cut up croissants, like stale croissants, and like put like egg milk or like heavy cream, a bit of sugar or maple syrup, and then like cinnamon and vanilla. Pour that over it and like just put it in the oven.
Did you ever experience like any like unique table manners or like traditions?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes. In the restaurants, I was very shocked to find that you see how here you go to a restaurant, the waiter they cook to you, like you order stuff, whatever, normal, okay, and then at the end they come to you.
Oh,
The
I know what
check.
you're talking about. Yeah,
They come to you here. Here, do you want the check? Like, oh, can I get the check, please? And then they come bring you the check, and you pay. No,
they don't do that.
one of the first restaurants, or like one of the first restaurants I went to. No, the very first one that I went to right after I had arrived. It was like the pizza place next to, like around the corner from my school. I was there with a girl from the program, and we were there eating pizza, whatever. And we're here waiting like idiots, like waiting for them to come to us, being like, the check. No, you have to, after you're done eating, you have to go to like the front, like table, desk, whatever, and then you're like, oh yeah, I want to pay, and then you pay, but they don't come up to you and like give you, which I was gagged. I was shocked. I said, this is very odd. And like in my head, I was like, oh, they know I'm American. Like they're like, oh, she's waiting for us to go to her. She's American. Like we can tell. But it was so odd, and I did it like again because I wasn't used to that. Like it happened a couple times after, like in different places that I went to. But then afterwards, I got the hint. I was like, oh, we actually have to go and pay. So this isn't like a, here you are. No, you go up to them. They said we're not doing that extra work.
That happened to me. Like I went to like a Peruvian restaurant in my respective when I went to Japan in Tenri, and yes, there was one. It was one that like I found with my other friends, and it was heaven. Like the food there is so delicious and everything. So every week or so, I would go there just to eat like the food there, just because it was so comforting too, because it reminds me of back home. So one night it was just like one person that I barely talked to. I know like the owner of the restaurant, so we talk often, but it was like the owner's husband, and he was like, oh yeah, I'm just here for today. I'm like, okay. So I ate, I chilled, and usually the owner's like, oh, do you want to pay? And I'm like, yeah, but I stood there waiting. I'm like, is he gonna ask me if I should pay? And I stood there for a good 15 minutes waiting, looking back and forth, and then I realized, wait a second, I'm not in New York. I'm in Japan. I'm supposed to go up and actually pay. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. And it was very embarrassing. And it was, the worst part is it was like around nighttime, so it was the time of closing. And I'm like, he's not really rushing me out of here. Like, I don't understand. Like, oh my gosh. But I felt so bad though. I felt so bad after coming out of there. I'm like, damn, I feel like a terrible person.
Yeah, that's a bit different. What I find different here to Germany, tipping culture. So when you go out, when you go get like coffee, you can tip in Germany. It's not required. They don't ask you to. Like here, you tap your card or your phone, and it's like, oh, do you want to give a tip? And you feel bad if you don't. So basically, you tip. And it's like, or like when you go out and eat, they like charge you like it's already on top of the bill, So yeah, I was like, that was really something I had to get used to, because it was really weird to me. In Germany, you don't typically do that. You can, but like it's not required. But it's something positive. You guys give out free water. It's like you got a jug everywhere. Yeah. You can get like, if you ask them, you give you water. Yeah, or like you don't even have to ask. They bring you like a jug of water, and you can like they come and refill, or like you refill yourself. It's like they don't do that. But you have to pay in Germany for water. Yep. Yeah, sure. You have to, yeah. You have to pay for that.
And I don't trust any water from here, so I wouldn't even know. But something that both of you added onto this conversation, you mentioned how like you don't ask like, oh, like the bill, or in the senses of tipping. In Japan, when I was over there, I was mostly with my sensei, so I didn't have to or with my friends, so I wouldn't be the one necessarily because of my anxiety.
Yeah, but like in Japan, you just put the money in the tray and they
yeah,
for you.
But where I was most of the time, it seemed like sensei was always getting up to go and pay. But yes, they'll put the money in the tray. They're advanced. You can put your credit card and stuff like that. But always carry around cash, just usually. But tipping for say, I don't know why America does this and why it's like slammed into our face, but I understand. Like in that sense, it's just something on their side that needs to get fixed. Yep. But just to answer the question, before I went to Japan, our class was online, so we had to learn like the proper traditions and mannerisms before we got there, because it's just something I feel like I think it should be not mandatory, but recommended for people, especially if they're going to a different country, because you don't want to just like, do something and then all of a sudden you're causing other people to feel uncomfortable. One thing, chopsticks on the side, never in the middle of the bowl. That is you did that. Oh, well, it's okay. But but that is just something that they see as bad, and putting the chopsticks inside the bowl, like sticking in the middle. So you would either put them on the side or like on the side of the bowl or the tray. And when we were in our tea ceremony, and also in another, we went to like a temple, and we had like a traditional.
You had a traditional like meal in the temple?
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
I'm trying to remember the name. Sensei, please don't kill me. But it's just like with different platters, it's just like more vegetable related type of food, and we had to sit on our like knees. I was struggling so badly because it's just proper, and it was in one of those tea mats.
Yeah.
Like a little stool. And so it was just difficult, and I was absolutely impressed by every single lady that was there, because the guys were trying to do it and they're like, oh my goodness, I can't, like I need to like man spread. And so I felt like, because of the knowledge, also because before the tea ceremony, we had to read like a whole book about it. I felt like that was informational, and due to those things, I was able to properly educate myself into the situation and be like, yeah, you know what, I'm just gonna struggle for like an hour, but this is something they do, and like I just genuinely think that's like a beautiful thing, and I don't want to ever like disrespect a type of culture, because I'm getting out of my comfort zone, and I feel like we all experience that, especially with like all of you. So yeah, like that's like the most that I can think of, besides like trying to do things that won't cause a commotion, because the police over there are
Yeah, they're very strict over there. That's the truth. Wrapping this up, if you could bring one restaurant, cafe, or street vendor, or even like a convenience store, back home, what would it be? What would it be?
I have the perfect place. So like I mentioned, you guys, I did mention the Komeda Cafe. I wish we had that here, but the supermarket that was near my hotel specifically, that was I have no idea. I had to look it up now, because that is the one place that I would always wake up to. I know they had like miso soup and rice balls for breakfast in our hotel, but the supermarket itself, like the bento boxes, you would think like it's a small little thing. No, it's a whole like cuisine. Like it's like those tables. I don't know if those tables that would be like just like it's so like vertically with all the food and dishes like for selecting. That is exactly how that supermarket was. And I would buy this vitamin C drink. I think I can't live without it no more. I feel like every single day I crave it just like water. Water over there, pure, good, mineralized, awesome. That's why I trust it. But that is like the supermarket. I would bring it here. Like I feel like the supermarkets here are just filled with. I mean, not every single supermarket is going to be, because I'm not saying Japan is like the healthiest place either. But that specific spot, I need it at least down my building, like at least 2 blocks, and I can just go to that market and just be like, okay, get my vitamin C, get my little sandwiches, get my little food with my bento box. They had so many selections that I was actually shocked that, how are they not competing with all the Family Marts and 7-Elevens that were there?
I would bring 7-Eleven, that's for sure.
Oh, that's true. But no, that is in the Komeda restaurant. Yeah.
For me, I mean, clearly we're aware. I think in terms of food, just the ham. Bring the ham. All of it. I would go to like the corner stores, and I would just buy like my little pack for like €3, and that was my dinner, and it was like the best thing ever. In terms of like an actual restaurant, it's not a typical Spanish restaurant, but goodness gracious, I think about that place every single day. It's basically like the Spanish version of Chipotle. It's called Tierra Burrito. And Tierra Burrito. And oh my goodness, have you tried Chipotle here?
No, not yet.
You gotta try
it, and then it's good, but we know Chipotle.
If you find El Toro in New York, you should try it, because they actually put like little chips inside of your burrito. Try it; it's delicious. I recommend.
Like before, I thought Chipotle was like my. I used to think that Chipotle was like end all be all. Like this is like the best. Quality. This is quality food, girl. By now, the Chipotle dupe over there. The entire bowl, I finished it, and it's the same kind of thing. Like you have the rice, the beans, the chips, you have the sour cream, cheese, whatever. Same exact like ingredients. But it just, I don't know, it tastes better. Like, they just make it better, and I don't know why, I don't know how, I don't know what the magic is. I think it's just the quality of the food over there is just 10,000 times better. But it was the most, like, delicious meal I think I've ever had. And so now every time I eat Chipotle here, I'm like, damn, like,
it's not the same.
I wish, like, in my heart, I'm, like, hoping that it is, like, the violin. In my heart, I eat it hoping that it tastes the same, but then I realize how salty the Chipotle is here compared to that over there. It's good. For someone, I would say for someone that, like, doesn't know what that's like, I would say it's good.
First time it's good.
But as someone who, again, I'm very used to very flavorful foods, Chipotle here is like 1,000 times saltier than the Chipotle dupe I had over there. And the one of it is just better. It's like it has the perfect touch to it. I don't know. Guys, I'm going back to Spain.
So something I would bring back actually is quite random, but like I think Yemeni coffee shops, they're so underrated. I love them. Like a few friends of me introduced me to them. Oh my god, Yemeni coffee shops are elite. Like their coffee, their tea, it's so good. Most of them roast them themselves. Also like the sweets, they have like traditional honeycomb bread with like it has like cheese in it and like they put honey in it. And it's amazing. You have to try it for real. Like, yeah. So yeah. So I think that's something I would bring back because coffee shops in Germany like. I don't know. We don't have this like coffee shop culture there as much as we do here. So I would bring back a Yemeni coffee shop because it's like delicious.
Oh my god, now I gotta try one. That all sounds so delicious. Wow. After talking about all this food, I'm kind of started getting hungry. Thank you guys so much for sharing your opinions and experiences with food culture. If you guys are interested in studying abroad, please do not hesitate to reach out to IPCE office in Carmen 337. You can make an appointment online or email us at ipce.office@leaving.cuny.edu. Thank you, and we hope to see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.